FakeTV Box is a recorded production of KlicKNet from mykwame.com studios at 144 Studios, New York City. Additional help provided by Adobe, supporting all with limitless creativity in graphics, illustration, and videography. The innovative world of Apple, Shure apps and products for audio functions, and by contributions to this YouTube channel from KlicKNettars like you. Thank you. This is a Fake TV Box special report, election edition. Thank you, KlicKNettars, and welcome to Fake TV Box with Kwame Alexander, the show that spends as many minutes as it takes to talk crap about all the whack jobs and hot messes out there. Today, we continue our coverage of the MIO, the most important election of all time. It's so important that our story begins on a normal Sunday afternoon in the middle of the summer. July 21st, 2024 is a day that will forever live in infamy. Not only because it was National Ice Cream Day, but because President Joe Biden took to social media and announced that he's no longer running for re-election as president for a second term. You might be wondering, why on earth am I talking about something that was already covered by the news media? Well, for the sake of our KlicKNettars, we want to try our best to give you a quick recap of everything that has happened for Democrats between July 21st and now. So, here we go.
We have breaking news here. President Biden has announced he will stand down from the race.
President Joe Biden has just announced that he is dropping out of the 2024 presidential race.
We are coming on the air at this hour with breaking news. President Biden has just announced that he is ending his re-election bid.
Because of public concerns about his age and health during his current term as president, despite winning the Democratic nomination by a landslide, Joe Biden has faced calls to withdraw from the race from more than 30 senior Democrats and from all different editorial boards of major news outlets. We've actually found the 30 senior Democrats who called for Biden to leave, but because we couldn't fit them all into one picture, we're going to put up a picture of Bernie Sanders instead, assuming that he was one of the 30 seniors. I mean, look how old he is. But what's really funny about Biden leaving, other than it happening on National Ice Cream Day, is that the whole country, when it happened, went from, oh crap, we're doomed, to, oh wait, this is actually a good thing.
These rapidly moving developments. First, we had the letter from the President of the United States saying that he was going to step aside in this race. Now we are seeing yet another post on social media from President Biden, because the big question after the president announced that he was going to step aside in this race was who exactly was going to step in.
President Biden is now endorsing his vice president, Kamala Harris, to be the nominee of the Democratic Party this year.
Here's what he says. He says, my very first decision as the party nominee in 2020 was to pick Kamala Harris as my vice president, and it's been the best decision I've made. Today, I want to offer my full support and endorsement for Kamala to be the nominee of our party this year. Democrats, it's time to come together and beat Trump.
Biden was the first person to endorse his VP, Kamala Harris, as his replacement for the Democratic nomination. When I first heard it, I thought to myself, well, at least the Democrats have someone to replace Biden on such short notice. It's just a real shame that her chances at winning this election are even worse than his. True, some believed beforehand that Trump would still win if Kamala were to take Biden's place. Although, this story has become almost like the plot of Disney Pixar's Cars 3. And if you don't understand that reference, then go see Cars 3 on Disney Plus. But not just yet, cause I got more things to talk about. In the first 24 hours of Kamala's candidacy, her campaign raised over $81 million in small dollar donations, the highest single day total of any presidential candidate in history. The entire Democratic Party quickly united around Kamala following Biden's withdrawal and endorsement of her. Think of it like a virus you would actually like to see spread more than COVID. Kamala received enough state delegate endorsements to become the presumptive nominee before the 2024 Democratic National Convention, where she officially accepted the nomination. Okay, so unless I'm forgetting anything else, that pretty much wraps up our report about the Harris campaign.
Kamala Harris picks Minnesota Governor Tim Walz as running mate as she looks to boost the Democratic ticket in the Midwest.
For our viewers,
I was going to say, to Ed's point, he sounds like, a football coach talking about very progressive issues.
Oh, right. I forgot about him. Kamala Harris selected Minnesota Governor and high school football dad Tim Walz to be a running mate. He gained the media's attention simply by calling Donald Trump weird, which we already know since Trump says the weirdest stuff for no reason. Man, that guy really needs help. As for Tim Walz, he was a major player in combating the 2020 George Floyd protests in Minnesota, and throughout his gubernatorial run, he has dealt with tons of issues including tax modifications, free school meals, strengthening state infrastructure, universal gun background checks, codifying abortion rights, and free college tuition for low-income families, all which he signed into legislation himself. Well, it looks like we have a Joe Biden wannabe in the making, alongside Barack Obama 2.0. And finally, this brings us to a few more things that you should know about the Kamala Harris campaign this year.
Let's start at the top level. As of today, the model and forecasting site 538 estimates a popular vote advantage of 3 points for Vice President Kamala Harris over former President Donald Trump. Their model shows Harris with 278 electoral votes, slightly above the 270 needed to win the White House. All of this, of course, translating to a win probability of 55% for Harris to Trump's 45%, which is analogous to flipping a quarter that looks exactly like a regular quarter, but with slightly more weight shifted to one side.
Hey Siri, please play OMG.
OMG, single by Candelita now playing.
Hey Siri, stop. Hey Siri, stop. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that pretty much sums up the campaign that Kamala is leading. She has become so popular within her own party and with voters that no one ever leaves her rallies. Heck, they don't even mind if she locks up all the doors. Some believe that she won the one and only debate between her and Donald Trump. And if anyone dares to tell me otherwise, then you are lying. Because how do you explain Travis Kelce's girlfriend endorsing Kamala Harris on Instagram after the debate by posting a picture of herself and a cat? Wow, that's a good one, by the way. Right now, Harris is leading in several battleground states such as Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Nevada. And those are likely the ones she's going to need to win the election. But keep in mind, this election is less than 1 month away, so anything can happen until we get there. And it will all come down to one important thing, and that is voter turnout. So, to quote a certain YouTube host on his own YouTube show, who said it best on his 150th episode, "It's up to you. When you run to the polls on November 5th, 2024, you can vote for the right person, and when you vote, we win." That does it for this episode. Tune in next time for one final presidential report, assuming if we can get one done in time before Election Day. Thank you so much for watching our special report. Please remember to like, comment, and share everything here on KlicKNet. Give your support by hitting the subscribe button down below. Follow us on social media through Instagram, Facebook, Threads, the site formerly known as Twitter, and now TikTok. And I'll see you next time on FakeTV Box with Kwame Alexander.